Welcome back to another reaction of Peaky Blinders. This is season 6, episode 3. We are now almost done with Peaky Blinders altogether. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. We are midway of this final season, and it is titled Gold. I still believe that Thomas Shelby is going to die in this season, and I am going to cry. But I feel like I saw somewhere that they're going to be doing a movie, or was it another type of show that's off of this show? But I thought I saw the main character of Thomas Shelby in there, but I also don't believe, maybe they were just showing it to like show somebody that we're all familiar with, which is Thomas Shelby, who is literally the main character of this show. So maybe that's what they were doing, and I still am holding on to a little bit of hope that he doesn't die, but I'm almost certain he's going to die, and I'm going to cry immensely. I'm going to cry, y'all. I'm going to cry. Let's jump into this episode, y'all. If you would like to see this in a full reaction, I will have it available. The link is down below to my Patreon as well as my YouTube channel membership. So please click those links and join the extended family today. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Peaky Blinders and find out exactly what the show has got to give. Oh, this kid.
Your daughter has consumption. Consumption is a very infectious disease.
Where's my daughter? You hear me? I need to be with my daughter! Fuck us! Fuck you and me! Who brought this on?
He's losing it. He is losing it, y'all.
It wouldn't be Bass.
Tommy, stop it, please.
All right.
My husband is very sorry. And he is calm now.
He's a horse in a crate, kicking the crate. It's just the crate I'm kicking.
Mr. Shelby, you all need to keep still for a moment.
Ooh. God.
God.
God knows what's inside.
This is giving me anxiety.
She has a tubercular infection in her left lung. They do this thing, pulmonary something, where they collapse the lung. If that doesn't work, they use gold.
What?
The doctor said he explained the methods to you when you cut the ribbon to open the institution. They say it helps, but it will make her more sick at first. But she's small, and with TB that's no good because the disease is big and fast.
I will make it go away. I will strike a bargain.
You should be wearing a mask.
I am. You can try gold. I will try something else. I need you to be me in London. Now, it's important. I know you want nothing to do with my business.
Go to the door and take her coat.
Yes, ma'am.
Make a note of the label.
Make a note of the label.
No, Thomas, where the devil are you?
You know, he doesn't look sick like he did in the other episodes. What's that?
I thought you were all called Shelby.
No, I'm a widow.
Well, my husband didn't have the good grace to die. The poor who are only poor because they spent so much of their income on Guinness.
Ha, beautiful vase.
My grandfather stole it from a brothel in Cairo.
Egyptian.
A tribe of gypsies settles on a clearing in a factory town. One of them becomes a gangster and a politician, the other a collector of antiques. If this was 1919, you would have come through my front door carrying a revolver and a Molotov cocktail.
Isn't it wonderful how time changes everything? Where's the American?
He'll be here later.
I thought today was purely social.
Now that it's just you, I suppose it will be. Thomas is the man on the horse on the vase. That's why I put it out for you to look at.
Black Rider on 18th Dynasty vases is meant to signify approaching death. I suppose it resembles Thomas. One of those novels ladies like you like to read, all about wild men. In the absence of the men, shouldn't we ladies be engaging in small talk?
You know I like to fuck women as well as men.
A lady in Eaton Square. As coarse and honest as an Aston whore.
Just realised I haven't even offered you a drink. Before the dreary business of changing the world begins, I want you to know something. I myself will personally argue the case that the Jews must be dealt with, but that the gypsies should be spared.
That was an iconic scene. Who are y'all?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the owner of this cold pistol. And the bullet's within it. And I'm in a hurry. I'm looking for Esme Shelby Lee.
Oh,
Never
Lee?
heard of her.
Mandy comes to Puckatalaki Carnasig.
Esme's husband was a fucking dirty diddicoy.
Oh, I forgot about this girl. Lady.
Put your gun away, Thomas. There's children around.
Any of these men is your man. Please tell him I want no trouble.
Horse pulls the wagon. Dog keeps me safe. Cat keeps me warm at night. Jalabri! Shavi's trashed.
I have a daughter, Esme. Her name is Ruby. She's fallen ill suddenly. By saying her name and looking in your eyes. And I've wasted petrol, time and hope.
Thought you had Polly deal with the spirits.
Polly is dead.
That name like the ringing of a school bell. Come and do as you're told.
I can tell from your reaction this is not your doing. Sorry for troubling you.
That the coat our exotic friend is wearing is made by Chanel. That's a very expensive label.
Yes, it is. But the perfume I can smell on you is very cheap.
I'm deeply, deeply annoyed that Thomas isn't here.
It is a family emergency, apparently.
Thomas wanted someone from the Shelby organisation to introduce Mr. Nelson to you and to offer all three of you an invitation. We have the information and the incentives that will make Mr. Nelson do what you require him to do.
You tell them, Ada.
Shelby family are all witches and sorcerers who speak freely with the dead, so who he is a Shelby.
Michael sends his regards.
You're the sister, and you're the future Prime Minister of Great Britain and its dominions.
Indeed I am.
Do you have a man?
My husband died. But of course we speak often.
So this little kid, Gina, she runs out, she marries a gangster. Oh, here we are. Just say it first and then clear up the broken glass with my bare hand.
Been unavoidably detained.
Nothing's unavoidable. His daughter is unwell. He doesn't have a wife?
Ada here is the smart one of the family.
I know that when you were young, you lost a brother and a sister to consumption. Well, that same awful illness has entered our family. He's gone off in search of alternative approaches to curing the disease.
Brother intrigues me.
Yes. He often has that effect on people.
What English upper-class women can do with just skin, bone, and arrogance.
And would like to invite all of you to his home for a meeting. A meeting where the real business will be done. This lunch is purely social. And looking at my glass, I see I still don't have champagne.
Her brother is the sun. The rest just orbit around him.
What exactly does the Shelby Company Limited do? Fuck!
How can you change so much, not change at all?
I've other lines of inquiry into this papa.
Mandy Jane's pal of the cover. Someone dead. Someone grieving. A lot of hate against you.
What hate? What grieving?
I hope suspension's good. Going to a wilder place.
Ada's here. Move out the way.
Mr. Shelby isn't here.
I know, I am.
No one is allowed to go in if he's not here.
Just bring me the keys.
Mr. Shelby doesn't allow whiskey in the building anymore.
And have someone go and fetch some.
You're poor.
For the next 5 days, I'm not the boss's sister, I'm the boss. Where is Arthur? What are the yamps?
When you lose your head, you can't control yourself.
It smells in here.
Arthur sleeps on the floor. We lock him in at night.
Believe I'm suited to this life.
I'm not so sure about you.
I was going to be an accountant, but everybody said I'll be wasted. Accounting one day. What's the name of that perfume? I've got a girlfriend with a birthday.
Word got out among the dock workers. They started stealing cupfuls. Now it's by the bucket. The sale of the stolen opium is being organised by a union convener called Hayden Stagg.
Is there a black star on the envelope?
I decided not. The name of the perfume is Know Your Fucking Place, soldier.
10 days clean, I'm going to take him into a warehouse full of fucking opium.
It can be your job to look after him. The beating can be conducted in a civilised way. No one would dare fuck with Arthur Shelby. He is Arthur Shelby. You're Isaiah... who? In return, you won't tell Tommy that you're laying private bets on races that we've fixed.
She is out of control and I love it. Damn, the train is shaking this whole place.
Lock the door, Lizzie. There are people around here who start drinking this early in the morning.
I can't cry, Ada. I start or fall apart. And I think it's in both. It's moving quickly. Half the people I tell look like you just did because they know someone who died on the gold treatment.
Have you given up, Lizzie?
At her bedside on my own, Tommy is up in the mountains to be among the gypsies. It's me sitting there taking away the bloody rags and watching her disappear.
She looks like Polly. Ada.
He gave me instructions on information.
Ada, I thought you might know things.
I've been away from all this. What's Esme got to do with this?
I thought you might know.
The Lees and the Barwells, they're wild tribes.
Doctors know what it is. They know what causes it. But oh no, my husband, he knows better. Not a normal man.
Hi, Arthur.
And Ada said it'd be okay if I recruited my cousins.
Can you still ride bareback?
Find out you've been wasting my time, I'll use that rope to fucking hang you.
Got your orders. I'm depending on you. You hear me? Any fucking man. Looked like this before. Peaky Blinders still looks like this. After.
That scoundrel. Never there when you need him. The last I saw, he was up to his balls in a lady called Maria.
Hey man, he comes home from a mission with all his bullets. He pays a fine.
I hear there's so many here from Birmingham looking for me.
He looks familiar.
I like to call it Black Star business.
Black Star a pub, is it?
Last pub you ever fucking drinking. You're there divvying up today's take, isn't you? She sings out, "Opium for sale!" As a visitor to the Black Star pub. In my heart, your sentence has been commuted. Instead, Mr. Eidenstag, it's just a beating for you.
No, comrade. Beneath your sleeves lies the truth. You know, where once you walk fine alone, now you need a stick. There's a warehouse full of it just across the yard there. And I'm strong, comrade.
Arthur, let's just fucking do it.
You take your beating every hour of every day. Sometimes you want to cut a doorway.
That's not good.
Your arm so your blood can escape. I was once where you are now, aren't I? But look at me as a man you can be. Your loved ones. Your wife. Your kids. Count the days. Futile. You get to 100 and then you wake up, it's fucking one again. Easy step by easy step.
Arthur, I'm not gonna ask you fucking twice!
Leave me alone. Enough, let's go, come on. Come on, all of ya! Go out!
Wow. I don't know what he said, really. But it worked.
Gypsy graveyard.
You can still read the signs.
Somebody's grave it is.
You'll see. Who knows what you'll see? You want to lift every curse anyone's ever put on you. That's a lot of lifting.
I'm discovering kindness. I'm learning it from my children.
You think you can make a deal even with death? Well, soon you'll be in the right place to do it. You gave a sapphire to a woman called Bethany Barwell.
10 years ago.
Gave a sapphire to her sister, Evadne Barwell. Evadne put the stone around the neck of her daughter. Straight away, the little girl began to cough. I heard they threw the sapphire in the river. No one's ever gone to look for it. Perhaps she waited till your little girl was 7. So you'd know how it feels.
Do you have whiskey?
No. Perhaps the treatment will work, and your daughter will live. I can leave you if you want. Your horse will know its way back.
And I will give her money to take back this curse.
You only found me because I wanted to be found.
Instead of this poor wooden cross,
Tommy!
I will build a monument to this little girl. Ruby will be well. She will be well.
You want my help? I'll help you, Thomas, if you also pay me. Pay me, and I'll help you to find her.
I will pay you.
Instead of money, give me gold.
Gold, yes, I will give you gold. And she will spare my daughter.
That's crazy.
Where were you? Where the fuck were you? She's gone, Tommy. You weren't fucking here.
Were you? It was before then. She was here and then she was gone. Now she's gone to where they put the dead. She was asking just now for you. I went. I told her that you know. I gave her your kiss goodbye.
That's horrible. Well, that was a very sad episode. That was a very impactful episode. That episode was crazy. That was one of the best stuff that I've ever seen, ever. Like, ever. That is crazy. The whole episode, he tried to save his daughter. He couldn't save his daughter. We saw, what's his brother's name is Mike, right? His wife, ex-wife, but she looks so different, but probably because she's like, you know, she's more into Lee when we first met her, but she just looks like a different actress. Also, the black guy who was Mike's best friend, wait, who was the brother that died? I can't remember his name. They said Mike, right? But is that Mike? We have another Michael, and he's the cousin, right? Regardless, the black boy who, that sounds horrible, but the black guy who's grown up here, is that the same actor when we saw him throughout the seasons, when he was coming up in the bar and he had a big fight in the bar, whatever season that was, and he was with Michael too. That was his name. So yeah, that was crazy. And then we seen Arthur have that one-on-one situation with the guy who's stealing from them. But whatever he was saying, there were certain things I was like, oh, okay, like I understand what he's saying. And then I was like, yeah, when I go back and I have to edit this, it'll all make more sense to me. But right now, I didn't put closed caption on, I forgot, and I have no idea what anybody was saying. So I was like, oh, I don't know, but it seems impactful, seems powerful, whatever he's saying to Arthur, that Arthur spared him for being destroyed, trampled on, beaten down and bloodied. So shout out to Arthur having a nice heart or whatever. All of Ada's scenes in here. First of all, Ada looks very like Polly, and Ada's scenes were phenomenal. Phenomenal. Her going back and forth with that lady who also starting to look very familiar. I know her from some places. Was everything. And then when they were all together, stick a fork in me and call me done. I loved that scene. That was one of the top 10 scenes in my head that I can remember from any show that I'm probably going to remember for all time. Just saying. That was phenomenal. I don't know where they're gonna go to top. This episode was very strong. Very strong. Where they're gonna go from here, I don't know. I think that now Thomas Shelby losing his daughter, he's gone. He's officially gone. Like, he's gone. Lizzie's gone. When I say gone, I feel like they're no longer going to be the characters that we've seen previously throughout the other seasons because they just lost a child. And from what I hear, losing a child is like the hardest thing, one of the hardest things to go through in life, as well as losing a parent. But for a parent to lose their own child is like catastrophic. So, and Thomas loved both of them. They loved their daughter. They did their hardest to save her. It actually breaks my heart to see that. It was very heartbreaking, but after all of the bad if you think about it, like the gypsy curse, whatever, but after all of that, I don't know why Thomas didn't destroy that ruby sapphire thing once it was given, like once, his wife died. Why didn't he destroy it? Well, didn't he give it to the gypsy lady for it to be destroyed or something like that? Or whatever the case scenario was. I thought that's what he did, but apparently that lady was like, let me pass this thing down my timeline. And why did the other gypsy curse Thomas instead of cursing her sister that gave her the sapphire in the first place? Girl, start from the, if you're gonna think it like that, start from the source. It was Thomas. Thomas started the whole damn thing. So, very, very sad. I actually had a little bit of hope that Thomas was gonna end up finding this lady, but wow. You see how it jumped all over the place? Yeah, that's what I do. This episode, I would give a 10. From start all the way to finish, it was phenomenal. The music, everything about this episode was very impactful. I actually still want to cry but I think I'm super dehydrated. I've been drinking coffee for like an hour, so just sipping it down. So I'm literally dehydrated. So there's no tears coming out. It almost did. It almost did, and my body was like, do you really want to cry and lose more water, or do you want to just shut up and suck it up? So that's what we're doing. Once again, this was a 10 across the boards. You want to see this in a full reaction? Once again, I said in my intro, I'll say it in my outro. The links are down below. Don't forget to hit me with the freebies, y'all. The likes, the shares, the comments. They do wonders for the video. They do wonders for the platform. They do wonders for me. So please share this content and hit that like button. Comment down below to let me know what you think about this episode. I really can't wait to read those lovely comments. I'll see you all next time with more Peaky Blinders.